from. Hi, friends. Happy Monday. Okay, so we're going to just jump right into it today. What is this? How are people making money? You're seeing it all over social media and you're tired of watching and you want to know exactly what it takes so that you can know if this is a good fit for you. So, my girl Bethany and I, we are going to break it down for you tonight. We're going to pass the microphone back and forth a little bit here. And at the end, we're going to let you ask any questions that you have. We want to make sure that you do not leave here with any questions. We want to make sure you know exactly what it is that you're getting into. So, what is digital marketing? When I started this, you guys, I'm going to give you a really quick little backstory about me. I started this in September of 2023, and I had 15 years experience in healthcare. So very different than anything in the online space. All I knew was 12-hour shifts, nights, weekends, holidays, all of that crazy stuff. And I was so tired of being broke. I was so tired of missing my kids all the time, but that's all that I knew. And if you guys have ever seen my content, or maybe somebody else, or maybe you've even felt this way before, I like refer to that stage of my life where I was right then as it was my familiar hell. It was familiar. It was comfortable. It wasn't comfortable, but it was my comfort zone. That's all that I knew it as. And I didn't know that anything like this existed. I had tried so many different things in the past. I've tried the makeup, the health and wellness, like press on nails, whitening toothpaste. Drop me the word me in the comments if you've ever done any of that. Like an MLM where you've tried to sell something that somebody else made and you're making these tiny little commissions, like 10%, 20% profits. I've tried so many of those. And there's nothing wrong with those, but to me, it felt like a Band-Aid fix. It felt like something where I was spinning my wheels,
out there
honestly.
because
I
everybody
was so completely like glued to my phone 24/7. And I just was pulled away even further from my family. It took so much extra time away. And for these pennies, right? Like I used to sell one that I did for the longest time was makeup, and I'd make like $7 off of this mascara, and it was just so much time. And I'd be, glued to my phone, and my kids would be like, "Mom, mom," and I'd be like, sorry, give me a minute. I gotta host this party. I gotta slide into these DMs, right? All the things. Sammy says I've done it all. So much time. It really does take so much time, and then you're still packing and shipping physical products, right? So this is honestly a breath of fresh air because number one, this is not multi-levels. From day one with this, you are making 100% profit, which seriously, like for once, and as far as I'm concerned, this is exactly how it should be. But your effort is your earning, which I absolutely loved. So you're not dependent on any team below you. You're not dependent on any monthly minimums or monthly requirements or anything like that. And so when I had just started this, we had just had baby number 3, and my like last straw, I said it all the time, like we were this close to rock bottom and getting closer and closer every single day. But my last straw that really made me look into this with an open mind was my son, who we had just had baby number 3. He needed a medical procedure done that insurance didn't cover, and we just didn't have the money. Have you ever been in a position where you don't have an emergency fund or a savings or anything like that? I mean, like heaven forbid a tire went out, but this was like my son, my brand new baby, who needed a medical procedure that insurance didn't cover, and we didn't have the money. And I straight up felt like a failure. I felt like a POS of a parent, and I vowed right then and there that I was going to do whatever it takes to never be in that position again. I had no idea what that looked like. Like I said, I knew nothing but healthcare. I've been in healthcare since I was 15 years old, and that's all I knew. So I thought that was going to look like me getting a second and third job. I thought I was going to have to get a contract job to where I only got to see my kids on the weekend, because it was bad enough as is. I'm working these crazy shifts. I was sneaking out while my kids were still sleeping, working a 12-hour shift and coming home and getting 20 minutes a day with my kids if I was lucky before they went to bed. And that is not the way, but that's all I knew. And then I saw on Facebook this girl that I'd been friends with on Facebook for a while. And she posted right when I'm like in the depths of my stressy, depressy, hot, messy, anxiety self. She posts on Facebook and she said, just made $5,000 while out of the country on vacation with my husband. And I instantly got like angry. I got jealous. I got defensive. I was like, must be nice. Like, good for you, whoop-de-doo, right? Like, I'm not proud of those feelings, but those are my human feelings that I felt. And I mean, like, we've been there, right? You look at somebody on social media and you're like, oh, they just went out to dinner, or they bought a new car, or they bought a new house, or they're redoing their kitchen, or they got their nails done, or their hair done, or a new outfit. It must be nice, right? Have you guys ever thought that? I think it's kind of just a human thing. But when something big happens, when you are able to shift from must be nice to, if they're doing it, I can do it. If she can do it, I can do it. If they can have it, I can do it. You are worthy and capable of all sorts of abundance. And this is the most simple steps that I've ever seen in order to make that happen. So I asked her for info and I got started the same day. I started this September of 2023. Within 2 months of doing this, I had quit my job as a nurse and was making more money now as a stay-at-home mom. Within 6 months of doing this, I had paid off $30,000 worth of credit card debt. Within my first 12 months, I had made my first six figures as a stay-at-home mom. And I'm not telling you that to brag. I'm not telling you that to boast. I'm like truly telling you that because I'm somebody that had zero experience. I am awful at tech. I did not have tons of followers, and y'all, now to this date, I've been doing this for a year and a half-ish. I have made $163,000 and I have never once gone viral. So what this teaches you is digital marketing, but a huge piece of this is the attraction marketing. So unlike those MLMs or any of those pyramid things that you might have done in the past where they teach you to like slide into people's DMs and beg them and pester them and say, hey, I think you'd really like this. Hey, would you check this out? This is completely what I call authentic. So every dime of what I have made, first of all, 100% profit has been mine. There's no company taking their cut off the top. There's no upline, no manager, no CEO, no founder, nothing like that. But every dime of that has been from attraction marketing, which just makes me feel good because I'm not having to cold message or slide into DMs or anything like that. So we're going to jump into it. What is digital marketing? Here's the cool thing, and I want you guys to help me out with this a little bit. If you see me looking over here, I've got my chat pulled up over here, but let me know if you've ever done this, because I think usually it's about 90% of us are already doing digital marketing in one way or another, and either we don't realize it or we're just doing it in a way that we're not making any money off of it. So this gives the finances back to you, the income back to you. So have you ever like shared something on social media? To me, I share like Pinterest recipes all the time. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this was so good. My husband went back for seconds. Even my pickiest kid ate it and hardly complained, right? Or like if you've posted something, a picture maybe, and someone's like, that dress is so cute. And you've been like, thanks, it's from Kohl's. It has pockets, right? Anything like that. Or where did you get XYZ? What mascara are you using? Or I just watched this new movie in theaters. It was so good. This is my family's review. We just went to this new restaurant. This is what I ordered. You have got to try it. Have you guys ever done anything of that? I see Tam right. Yep. Amazon specials. Bethany says all the time. Yes. Yes. I see it. You guys, do you know what you're doing? You are digitally marketing something for somebody else, but you're not making any money. So this teaches you how to digitally market products that are yours. Okay. And don't worry, like, don't freak out if you're like, but I don't have any products, because this gives you products to promote and a strategy to do it. Okay, that's that attraction marketing. So it gives you what we call master resale rights, which just means that every time you sell it, you're the one that makes 100%. Instead of like, yep, go back and purchase this cookbook, or go back to Kohl's and buy the dress, or go back to Amazon, right? You're the one that's promoting what you have the resale rights to, and you're making 100% profit when they buy your product. Does that make sense so far? So I think that honestly, took a lot of the fear out of it, knowing that like, okay, that's not that hard. Like you're right. I am already doing a lot of that anyway. So I'm going to turn it over to my girl Bethany here. She's going to break down, I don't know if you guys have heard us talk about this, but a 2-hour workday. When I asked for information about this, that was one of my biggest questions. I've got 3 kids, a 2-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 6-year-old. And I was like, okay, like I do not need something that's going to pull me away from them even more, because as badly as I needed to make money, I wanted to work less. Drop a 2 in the comments if those are the 2 things that you're after, to make more and work less. I know it sounds like too good to be true, but it is both. Okay. It is good and it is true. And this is everything that you need to make that happen. So Bethany, I'm going to flip it over to you and let you break down this 2-hour workday. And one of my favorite pieces about it. Go for it.
All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us on this Monday night. I hope everybody's doing well. If you guys have never seen me before, my name is Bethany, and my story is a little different than Ashley's. I started this as a stay-at-home mom. I've been a stay-at-home mom for almost 12 years now. My oldest son's getting ready to turn 12 at the end of July. And while that is amazing and such a blessing, I know I've been told my whole entire 12 years of it, like, oh, you're so lucky, you're so blessed, all these different things. It was always hard. Being a family of 6 living off one income is difficult, you guys. And then today's world just makes it even more impossible, okay? Because inflation and everything else, we live on a farm in Missouri, and we're first generation farmers. Like we've tried to make it, and it's hard to try to make it doing the farm, trying to be a stay-at-home mom. I've never been just a stay-at-home mom because I've always done the MLM, the craft business out of my house where I make the shirts, I paint, I sew, I'll make anything anybody wants if it makes me a buck. Okay. I've babysat, I've cleaned for people, I've done so many things. The crazy coupon. You guys remember the couponing back in the day show on TLC where they had the binders and all the coupons and they had the stockpiles? I did that. My stockpile was not that crazy, but that was how I was able to be a stay-at-home mom, and we were able to survive. I've always hustled on the side. My husband has worked a full-time blue-collar factory job where he's nights, days, 8 hours, 12 hours, weekends, holidays. He's missed out on a lot of things. And really what put me here, I had scrolled and I had watched people make money online. And I sat there and I said that that couldn't happen for somebody like me. I'm just a hot mess, small town farm girl from Missouri. I am nothing special. I don't have some big fancy degree. I don't have some tech experience or anything like that. I was scared. I was an introvert. Do I have any other introverts on here? I was a humongous introvert, so much so when I told my husband about this, he laughed. He laughed in a nice way because he was like, "You don't talk to people. Like you're shy, you're quiet, you sit in the back." I was like, "I know." But here's the thing. I threw back at him his favorite saying, to get something you've never had, you have to do something you've never done. So I stepped out scared. Okay, guys, out of my comfort zone. Me. Look at that, guys. Like, and you know what? I am so thankful that I did. Even though this was something totally new to me, something out of my comfort zone, I've grown and I've learned so much, and I've been able to provide for my family in a way that I've never been able to before. I've doubled our family, our household income in I've been here 16 months. And that has been such a blessing because I'm not glued to my craft business anymore. That my best year ever made me 5 grand. And it took so much of my time and all of the overhead cost of the inventory and stuff to keep. It was just so much. I don't have to worry about that anymore. My husband gets to be a more present dad now. He gets off of work and he comes home and he has more time with us because he doesn't have to work the overtime. He can say no to all of it. He doesn't have to go mow yards and power wash and do all the other things. He gets to be here and be more present with us now. And that's what it was about for me. I didn't come here for a brand new car, a designer handbag, or anything like that. I came here because I wanted to keep being a stay-at-home mom. I wanted to love on my babies and not miss a single second. And I wanted my husband to have more time with us as well. And that's exactly what this has given us. The 2-hour workday that Ashley is talking about was exactly what I wanted, but did not know what was possible. Okay. And this is kind of a 2-factor thing. I'm going to roll into automations in just a second. And if you don't know what automations are, it's okay. But I want you to know, friends, that that is what gives you your freedom. Working these 2 hours each day from your phone while I lay in bed in the morning, right back there. Okay, guys, we make some videos each day. And you can either make them every day or you can make a bunch on certain days and just have them saved up. So there's 3 parts to our 2-hour workday. The first part is listening to a daily video from our multimillionaire mentor. She comes to us every day, giving us a video with something to do and take action on to work your way to your goals. Can y'all tell me your goals in the comments? I want to see those. If you had a goal of an income that you could make every single month, so that you could quit your job, so that you didn't have to work the overtime, so that you could take the vacation that you want to take with your family, what would that income be for you and your family? For me, it was $900 a month. Okay. I had small goals when I came here, but I want you to know that it is beyond possible to make more. I just wanted to pay our house payment. Okay. I just wanted to pay our mortgage, take that biggest 5K. I love it, guys. I wanted to take that biggest burden, that biggest bill off of my husband because that was going to give us wiggle room, right? A little bit more on the groceries if we needed it, a little bit more to put in savings. So we had an emergency fund or something like that. So that 2-hour workday, that listening to that daily video is going to help you work towards that goal. All right. It's 3 to 10 minutes long. Listen to it while you're folding laundry, doing dishes, sitting in the car pickup line, on your way to work, on your lunch break, fixing your hair and getting dressed for the day. It's super easy and flexible. And that's my favorite part about this. The second part of our day, 2 to 3 videos. Okay, guys, on social media, wherever you want to post Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest, TikTok, Lemonade. They give us over 200 high traffic websites that you can post to. Excuse me. And when you post on social media, I want you to know something. It's out there working for you all the time. So it's a lot like what I'm getting ready to talk about, the automation part, okay? Oh, y'all, I'm really sorry. It's a lot like the automation part. You post stuff on social media and it's free. We don't pay for ads. We just post. So you make a picture post on Facebook, right? Or a reel on Instagram or your video on TikTok, wherever you want to, stories, different things like that. And they're out there working for you. I have videos that are months, over a year old, honestly, that people still comment on every now and then and want more information. So it never goes away. I call it, what is it? What did I call it? I totally lost my word, y'all. I call it a digital billboard. Okay, guys, digital real estate that never goes away, that you don't have to pay for. And I think that is huge. So you can be scatterbrained just like me, a crazy, chaotic mama four, and still make it in this space. Okay, guys, because I'm always losing my train of thought. So listen to that daily video, make 2 to 3 videos. Okay. Third part is a lot of us do go live. We go live for anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour each day. I fit it in during nap time most days while my daughter is taking a nap. And whatever works best for you. If that's on your lunch break, I know there's a guy here that goes live on his lunch break a lot. I know we've got mamas that go live after their kids go to bed at night. Whatever works best for you is flexible, but you don't have to go live if you don't want to. You don't have to show your face if you don't want to. You don't have to talk if you don't want to. But I'm always, hey, Logan. Um, I want you to know we're always really honest here. And if you choose to go faceless, which you can, okay, it can take a little bit longer to see success. I'm not going to beat around the bush and I'm not here to waste your time or money, okay? I want you to know that it just takes a little bit longer to build that know, like, and trust with people when they're not seeing your face, they're not hearing your voice, okay? Think about you and who you want to listen to, see, talk to build that trust to purchase from somebody online that you've never met before, okay? But those are the 3 parts of the 2-hour workday. Like I said, it's super flexible. So I have videos already made up all the time. I've got quite a few of my drafts, is what we call them, on TikTok. So when I wake up in the morning, I lay right back there in my bed and I edit and I post a video before I even step foot out of my bed. How many of you would love to be able to do that? Drop a me in the comments, you guys. How many of you were able to work from your beds in your pajamas before you've even gotten up and brushed your teeth and ate breakfast or done anything else? Me, right, guys? Like, that's what I love about this. Nobody knows what I look like or what I'm doing when I post a video. All right. I made that video 2 days ago and it took me a minute and a half to make. And then I lay in bed and I edit and post it 2 days later. Okay. And that's what my day looks like. I post my first video. I go about my day. I'm playing with my kids, cleaning the house, doing all the things. Lunchtime. Then I edit and post another video. And then I go live for 30 minutes to an hour, almost always on my back porch in the summertime like this because I just love being outside. And that's another thing I love. How many of you just get to sit on your back porch and watch your kids play and soak up the sunshine and do your job at the same time? Like, that has been what I always wanted and dreamed of, but I really did not know it was possible. And what makes that possible is the automations that I was telling you about. These, you guys, they run 24/7 for us. We call it our freedom machine here because it's running back there all the time. So while I'm sleeping, while I'm playing with my kids, while I'm on vacation, right? Sales come in. Okay. And it is the craziest thing ever when you are not working, because we're all used to punching a time clock or trading our time to earn money, right? You go punch your time clock and work every single day that week because you know you get a paycheck at the end of the week. All right. Here, we're showing up this 2 hours every single day, and sales can come in even while you're not working. And I think that is so huge. My husband didn't understand it. It was really, really hard for him to wrap his mind around. So I understand if it's hard for some of y'all too, but I'm going to drop it and explain it all here. Okay. When people scroll across you on social media, they want information because, like Ashley talked about, you're using attraction marketing. You're not sliding into their DMs. Okay. And bugging people that you don't even know or your friends and family. You just make a post. People scroll across it and they're like, man, what's she talking about? Wow, she's talking to me. I want that, right? They go comment. Ready. I want more information. Send me the info. You have some people that even DM you and are like, okay, I saw your video. I want it. Tell me more about it. Okay. You're going to send them to that link in your bio. And when they go there, they put their email in. Once they do that, it sends them to the next page, to the video page, and they watch that video of Michelle, our mentor, explaining this and breaking it all down. And then they get to go to the website. And once they put their email in, we now have their email, and our system sends them an email from us. Okay. We weren't sitting there sending them an email. Those emails come with your system, 30 pre-written emails that have made over $30 million for all of us people in our community. Okay, guys, that is huge. Our mentor has made multi-millions. We have over 100 six-figure earners, and there's thousands of us, okay, that have just made thousands and thousands of dollars that have completely changed our lives. So this does work. Those emails convert, they work. The whole system is proven. You just got to plug into it. But people get in there and maybe in 5 minutes. Sometimes it happens on our lives, doesn't it, Ashley? Sometimes people will scroll across us on our live, comment, ask lots of questions, get to know us, we get to know them, and they go boom, they go by in 5 minutes. Maybe it's 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 months. I just had a girl the other day that purchased, she'd been in there for 2 months. My first lead I ever got from 16 months ago, you guys, is still in my list. They've not unsubscribed. They're still sitting there watching, learning more, maybe just waiting for the right time, right? And that is the really cool thing about this. We're not here to pressure. We're here to just lay out information. And when the time is right for somebody, that's awesome. And it might be while you're sleeping. I want you guys to tell me what it would feel like if you woke up in the morning and you had $900 on your phone in your bank account because you were plugging into a 2-hour workday. And now, before you even get up on a Monday morning to go to work, you've got $900. I don't know about you guys, but $900 is more than my husband makes in a week at his full-time job. That is how simple it is and how quickly it can happen here and how fast it accumulates. I came here for that $900 a month, like I told you. 6 weeks in, I finally got in profit mode. I had a $1,200 day. I sold 2 of the 600s and I lost it, y'all. I bawled my eyes out. And I want y'all to do the same exact thing. I want you to be sitting there just like, so like relieved, the stress off, thankful, blessed, grateful, all the things. Okay. Like I want you to feel all those things because it's an amazing feeling. And Ashley says it all the time. And I love it. Wish I could take my feelings off and put them on you like a jacket because you would fight so hard and you would show up and you would find a way to make those 2 hours work for you, whether it's 5 minutes here and 10 minutes there and 30 minutes there, so that that could be your life, so that you could be planning a summer vacation with your family and not stressing, not putting it on a credit card. Okay. Some of my favorite sales I have ever made was standing in line to ride a roller coaster with my son. We got a local amusement park a couple hours away, and I posted a video on our 2-hour drive down there. I put my phone in the bag, didn't touch it for the rest of the day, lived in the moment with my family, and standing in line, ding, I made $900. That is true freedom, my friends. And that's what we want for you too. Okay. So I'm going to pass it on to Ashley. All right. And she's going to be talking about what are you actually getting? What are you actually buying when you come here and you get started with us?
That's so good. And I love that. I still remember when Bethany texted me after her amusement park day and she's like, made 900 while at the amusement park. And I was like, girl, it does not get much better than that. And it's so true, right? Like you can literally, I think it's so cool that you can be doing whatever it is you want and know, like for me, having that peace of mind is huge. Like I can be down a like dirt road with no cell phone service and know that my business is working. When people are asking for info, it's still sending them the info. And like you said, whether they get started right away or not, it's still taking care of it. And it happened just the other day. I woke up, my son, y'all, he's 2, and he woke me up at 6 a.m. I grabbed my phone to see what time it was and saw that I made $1,200 in my sleep. So if you have not like looked into something with automations, you seriously, seriously have to if you value your time at all. So that's so good. Thank you for sharing that and breaking it down the way that you do. I just love that part. I didn't think that we needed that, honestly. I thought email marketing was dead. I thought it was old school. And I'm going to tell you guys, like, it is the thing that makes these 2-hour workdays possible. So, what are you actually buying? This is a one-time investment. And y'all, this is where a lot of people get scared, right? This is where, because this is not some get rich quick scheme. This is not some scam. This is not some pyramid. It takes work. It takes work every single day. You have to be coachable. You have to be consistent. But I'm going to tell you right now, this is the most simple work that I have ever done in my life. Okay. So what you need is a product to sell, right? We can all agree on that. If you want to make money, you got to have something to sell. And that's either going to be a product, it's going to be a service, it's going to be your time, whatever that is. If you do not have a product to sell, you will get one with this. You will get one that somebody else created that is packed full of value that you are able to sell and make 100% profit because you're getting the master resale rights. So you will be buying the products, the strategy, the website, those email automations, access to all of the coaching and the mentoring. The 3 biggest pieces of this, though, like, you're getting so much with it, but the 3 biggest pieces that is what makes this work and cycle so like smoothly is you're getting the products to sell. They're done for you. They're created for you. You're getting the strategy that walks you through step by step exactly how to do that. And then you're getting those automations that are done for you. Now, that's that email system that Bethany talked about. And that's huge, right? Because then you do what she talked about during that 2-hour day, and then it works for you. And it's sometimes a matter of time before it converts, and sometimes it happens right away, like while you're on live. So Bethany talked about, we make 3 pieces of content. In the comments, drop me the number 3 if that's something that you could do, and drop me the word maybe if you're like a little bit hesitant about that or you're scared about that. I want to tell you guys something. You have got to give yourself some grace. When I started this, my content, I'm gonna be honest, my content sucked. Okay, my first piece of content was 15 seconds long. And I stood there and I folded laundry and I put words over the screen. Nervous. I get it. I seriously get it. You guys, I love it that you're being honest here, because here's the truth. There is somebody out there right now waiting to relate to you and your story. And you get to be the person that shows up, tells your story, shares this product, and inspires your customer in a way so that they will purchase from you because they need to hear this from you. And I think that's so cool, because nowhere along this are you ever going to hear, oh, fake it till you make it. I used to hear that all the time in the makeup MLMs that I did, and it drove me nuts. Like, I'm gonna tell you the exact opposite. Don't fake a dang thing. If you're nervous, like, get on there and make content that looks like this, with you holding your phone and being like, I'm so nervous. I cannot believe that I am actually about to post this and start creating content. But I saw somebody who was talking about how simple it is to have $900 days, and I want in on it. If you want the same system that I'm using that is going to make it possible for me to pay off some extra hospital debt, comment I'm in, and I will send you the info right now. That's a piece of content, but you just opened that with I'm nervous or I'm shy or I'm outgoing, and there's somebody else out there who is waiting to hear that, oh wait, if they can do it and they're nervous, then I can do it. I had somebody that told me once, I was on live, and they said, I really want to do what you do, but I stutter. So there's no way I could speak on camera. First of all, you don't have to speak on camera. We can do what we call non-talking. You can do faceless, like Bethany said. But second of all, do you know how many other people would love to see you stutter your way through a video? And I know it might not be comfortable at first, but there's somebody out there who's thinking the exact same thing. And they would be so inspired by you showing up and being like, wait a minute, if they can do it, I can do it. Okay. I'm nervous too, but I literally post stuff all the time. And here's the crazy thing too, right? Like, think about this. think about this. I am now that cringy mom that posts content in the school pickup line. Like I literally just showed you how simple it is. And I will bust out my phone and I will make a 10-second piece of content in the school pickup line. And that generates me a $900 sale. So am I nervous? Yeah. Is it awkward? Yeah. Is it cringy? Yeah. But it is paying my bills. So is it worth it? Heck yeah. This has replaced mine and my husband's income now. My husband actually showed up to work Monday of last month, the beginning of the month, and his time card was gone. Just lost his job. No warning, no nothing. If we did not have this, that would have sunk us. Like we would have drowned right then and there. We had no backup plan before this. And now this has shown me how to have 10K months on repeat, and we're home. Like we're literally home with our kids 24/7. And that's what I've become so passionate about showing you is you don't have to be this big influencer. You don't have to be cutesy. You don't have to have this big, beautiful aesthetic background. You guys, like I live in a double wide. I got popcorn ceilings. I got mountains of laundry behind me. If you go and look at my content, I got peanut butter on my shirt and noise and toys and chaos. And there are people that relate to me and there's people that don't. And there's going to be people that don't relate to you, but there's going to be people that do. Okay. And so that's the coolest part about the attraction marketing piece. So that's what you're buying. You're buying the products, the resale rights on these products. These products are in the educational space, and these are teaching people how to make money online in a variety of different ways, whether it's just with their marketing. Well, I have had people that have purchased this from me that have zero intentions of ever reselling the program again. I've had a cleaning company, I've had a massage therapist, I've had an esthetician, I've had multiple realtors, like you name it. There are people that need to learn how to better market their already existing product or service that are buying this program so that they can learn at their pace. This program works. The stuff that you're learning in this, the attraction marketing is so, so important. If you don't have a product or service, it walks through, there's some bonus content, bonus modules for how to create your own digital products if you want to. Eventually, I would love to do that. And you guys, that could look as simple as like, making your own cookbook or a coloring book or a guide for gardening for beginners, like whatever you want your digital guide to be. There is so much money to be made in the online space. So, and then you're going to be able to use this same strategy for how to promote your products. But if you don't have a product right now, I highly, highly recommend selling these products because you get 100% profit anyways, and it's done for you and it's packed full of value, and people are actively searching for this on the daily. People are searching how to make money from their cell phones, from home, from their PJs on the daily. And you get to be the one to sell them the education. Okay. So you get the product, you get the strategy, you get the website that's 90% done for you. Thank the good Lord, because I am awful at tech. If I had to go and create my own website, I would not even know where to start. You get access into the community, which Bethany talked about, where our mentor Michelle does those videos and everything. There's live interactive Zooms. That's huge. Like I loved having that. And I'm going to flip it back to Bethany for a little bit because I want her to share something with you. And I'm super excited. I cannot wait for her to finish this up. I'm going to be her first customer, but she's going to show you guys and chat with you a little bit more about just other than selling this program, what you can do with this.
All right. So like she said, the possibilities here, the options for you to make an income here are endless. You could be like me. When I came here, I was the burnt out, exhausted mom with no energy. Anybody else there? I saw people talking about making their own products. Really, when I was searching and scrolling and watching this for an entire year, I would click on all the, oh, get my free ebook and stuff, right? And they would show me that I needed to figure out my niche and I needed to make an ebook myself. And then I was gonna make thousands of dollars a month. I'll be honest, I did not have the energy, the desire to make my own product when I started this. So I said I wasn't going to, right? I just wanted the easy way out. I just wanted to be able to jump into here, have a done for you product, plug and play on this, and start learning and earning at the same exact time. But don't ever say never, my friends, because 10 months in, I ate my own words. I am working on my own digital product right now. And it's a 30-day devotional for moms because I showed up here every single day on my lives, in my videos, in my conversations that I was having with all my customers and potential customers, they're all moms. And I realized that I wanted to help them in such a bigger way, right? Such a bigger way than just making an income. But I wanted to show them that they're not alone. Because what I see the most in the online space, and especially TikTok, is that people just want relatable. People want to know they are not alone in whatever it is that they are going through. And being a mom, being a Christian, is hard in today's world. And so often we fall short, and so often we feel like we're failing and we're not doing the right thing, and not, you know, the kids are fighting and misbehaving, and oh, they got sent to the principal, and oh, I'm failing, because they're not being good and they're misbehaving and all these different things. But in reality, you're doing all these right things, but they're just being kids and they're just learning along the way. And that's what my devotional does. It is like getting into that, and is helping moms know that they're not alone in motherhood and in being a Christian. And I'm so excited to share it. I'm hoping within the next month and a half I have it done. But what I'm excited about is it's going to be digital, so people can purchase it and get immediate access to it and start reading. Or people can also do a physical copy, because I know I'm going to want a physical copy. And I know a lot of people that have already talked to me and are going to want a physical copy as well. I wouldn't have created this if it wasn't for this program. I came here with zero confidence in myself. I came here with zero desire and drive to make something for myself. And now I'm doing this, showing up here every single day. Ashley was talking about being nervous. A lot of you said that you were nervous and all those different things in the comments. Okay. I come here a hot mess. I started super messy, talking really slow in my videos. Okay. All the things. My editing was terrible. I didn't even look at the camera most of the time in my first videos, all the things. But I started, and that was the biggest thing. And when you show up every day and you're making those videos every day, you're going to get more comfortable. You're going to get better. So you can't look at Ashley and me and compare yourself where you're at right now, friends, to us, because we've been here over a year and a half. And you can't compare your day one to our year and a half, because if you would look back at both of us when we started, we both have grown so much. And when we look back at ourselves, we're proud. We sit here with, for me, I know the most confidence I've ever had in my life, and like in a good way, not like a cocky way or something like that, but like I'm proud, and I know what I'm capable of when I set my mind to. This program equipped me with all these skills. Showing up daily, plugging into it, has helped me with my confidence and know now what I'm capable of. And that is my favorite part. When people get started with me, I get to follow you guys. Ashley will get to follow you guys too. Like, we get to follow you. We get to watch you. We get to support you. Now, here's the thing. We cannot do this for you. Okay. We cannot make your content. We cannot go live. We cannot do your setup. We cannot do all those things for you. But I say this all the time. I can't drive the car for you here, but I can sit in the passenger seat and I can cheer you on all along the way. Okay. This journey is like this. At least that's what it's been for me. And I know that's what it is for a lot of people. It's not all sunshine and rainbows. It's not just boom, straight to the top here. Okay, friends? And everybody's success is different. Ashley's made, what'd you say, 160 some odd thousand? I've made over 41,000. Do you know $41,000 for my family of six is still completely life changing? That doubled our household income and has allowed us to breathe and pay off debt and be the parents we wanted to be, the yes mom that can go get the ice cream when the kids ask and not have to stress about it, right? It's those types of things that it's giving us. And I just want you to give yourself grace, friends, because all of us come here scared. All of us come here starting at zero. Okay? We all started making no money, and you come here and you share with other people and make that connection, and that's where it all starts to happen. But you have to give yourself that grace, because all of us come here, it's just like riding a bike for the first time. You get on it, you're going to get the elbow pads, knee pads, helmet, all the things, because you're going to fall off, right? Like, you're going to get some bumps and bruises, but eventually those all come off, your training wheels come off, and you are just like, whew, you are just flying down the road. That's the way it happens here. You don't even think twice about it when you pull up your phone and you make a quick video, right? And you're not even sweating anymore. You're not even stuttering anymore. And you're going to realize you're editing a lot less because it just flowed right out of your mouth. Give yourself time, friends, okay? And we're here to help you every single step of the way. And watching you grow is my favorite part. watching you get more comfortable and confident in your videos. It's amazing. And then when a mama scrolls across you and she sees you and she loves her job, but she loves her kid more. And so she gets started, even though she's scared. And one day she quits her job. And now she's a full-time stay-at-home mom who's expecting baby number 2 because she scrolled across you and you gave her the belief. That's why I show up every single day. I continue to show up, of course, for my family because we all do this for somewhat of a selfish reason, for ourselves, for our family, because today's world is just hard to live in financially. But I continue to show up for all the other moms out there that just want more time and want to be mom first, but they don't know how to get there. They're tired of being pulled to that second job and pulled in the overtime and missing the sick days and the field trips and all those things. That's why I continue to show up, because here we have the rope we can throw to them in the rut that they're stuck in and they don't know how to get out of. Think about that feeling for you of being able to help somebody else. This is so much more than just about ourselves here. It's about being able to help others. Can you share recommendations for those of us who are not targeting moms, but older people who need to pay off debt so they can retire, or what to retire early? Ashley, do you want to take that? You're so good at throwing out your. What did Jeremiah? He called you the Chat GPT. You are so good.
He called me a walking Chat GPT.
Yes.
So that's the cool thing about this, and I'm glad you asked that because I saw another comment up here that I wanted to address as well. This is so cool, and Logan just hopped off. Otherwise, I would have asked him to share. But we literally have people in all different walks of life. I know, like both Bethany and I are stay-at-home moms now, and it's easy to look at us and be like, "Well, of course you can do it. You have time. You're a stay-at-home mom." But y'all, Logan, he's a full-time working dad. He's got 4 kids. He works a blue-collar job. And he's doing this. Like Bethany said, she called him out a little bit and she's like, he goes live on his lunches, okay? But we have grandmas, we have grandpas, we have people in South Africa, we have people in Canada, we have high school dropouts that are doing this successfully, okay? So with that being said, if you are asking, I just want to make sure that I'm reading your comment correctly here. Can you share recommendations for those of us who are not targeting moms, but older people who need to pay off debt so they can retire or want to retire early? Are you asking what kind of content you would make? You would just target those people. So you would get ready to create content and you would just say like, I am so tired of missing moments with my grandkids or with my family, or being, if you don't have grandkids or whatevs, right? You could just say, I just really want to retire early. Truth be told, I'm tired of this 9 to 5. It's not cutting it. It's not paying the bills. And my retirement isn't looking like enough. I know that I need to do something different, but I do not want to go out and get a second job. So I found something that I'm going to be able to do from home, from my cell phone, and around my terms on my time, right? Like this is the content that you would create. And then you would just say, if that sounds like you and you're looking forward to retirement on one hand, but you're also kind of dreading it because you're worried about, is it actually going to be funded? Comment, I'm in, and I'm going to send you some info on a beginner friendly program that is teaching people just like us everything that you need to know to get started and start making money just like this. Okay, Jeremiah. Listen, y'all, it's just sometimes it just flows up here. Okay. But that's exactly the kind of content that I would make. Right. And the same thing, like if you are a stay at home, or I'm sorry, if you are a blue collar working dad, you would just create content and it would sound something like, I'm tired of going to work, breaking my back, punching a clock, and coming home and being too tired and exhausted and sore to even have energy to lay on the floor and play with my kids. All they want is my time and effort. And I am burnt out because I'm giving the best of me to a job that doesn't even care or know my kids' names. If you are ready to get back in the home where it matters the most and start making money so that you don't have to pick up extra overtime, comment, I'm in, and I'll send you the info. Yeah, totally, Dawn. Absolutely. Tamara, you guys are awesome. Okay, so that brings us to what questions do you guys have? If you have any questions, go ahead and raise your hand. I know we haven't talked about what it costs you to get started. Drop me number 4 in the comments and we will go over that really quickly. And then we will just jump straight into any questions that you guys might have. Okay, 4. We have 4 different levels that you can get started. Okay, this is not one size fits all. So hang with me for a minute. I want you to know a couple things as I'm breaking this down, okay? Number 1, whichever level you come in at, you get 100% resale rights to that level and any and every level below it. Does that make sense? So if you come here, I call this the Big Daddy. If you come in at the Big Daddy, you get the resale rights to all 4 levels. If you get started at this baby level, you are capped here. Does that make sense? Because that is the only one that you have purchased the resale rights to. Yes? Okay. No matter what you do, which level you choose, it's going to be the exact same steps. That 2-hour workday that Bethany broke down, it's going to be the exact same 2 hours of work that you have to do. Whichever level you come in at, the higher the level, the higher the education. Does that make sense? Just like the longer you go to college, the more education, the more skills, the bigger degree you get, right? The more you can make hourly. That's kind of the same thing. So ready? Don't run away yet. Hang on, okay? We have a 100, we have a 300, we have a 600, and we have a $900 level. This is a one-time investment. Drop me the word me in the comments if the thought of spending $900 today makes you a little bit sick to your stomach. You guys, that is my rent. That makes me nauseous to think about, even still to this day. $900 is not pocket change, okay? But we have payment plans. You do not have to fork over this $900 all at once to get started, okay? With these payment plans, with Afterpay, you can get started for as little as $78 a month. Klarna, I believe, is $58 a month. We have Affirm, there's Sezzle. Some people are even getting approved for these at 0 down. They're getting approved for this $900 level with a $0 startup, and they're getting instant access to everything. I have had multiple people who have done that, and before their first payment was even due the next month, they've made their first $900 sale to pay off that payment plan. Okay? So I hope that makes it sound a little bit less scary. It's one time. After you pay your whichever level you choose, there's a one-time $39 admin fee. Okay. There's no ongoing monthly expenses. There's no, like, you do not have to re-up or make sure you sell a certain amount each month. It's none of that. Okay. Good question. If someone comes in at, say, the $300 level, but in a few months you want to upgrade to the 900, you can pay the difference. So this is exactly what I'm explaining right now. Perfect timing. If you come in at the $300 and you want to jump up to this $900, you can pay the difference. So you would pay the $600. Here's what I want you to know. When you start at this $300, you're going to pay the $300 admin link. I'm sorry. Yes, you're going to pay the admin link for the $300. It's $39, but it's tied to this level, okay? So then when you want to upgrade, you then have to pay the admin fee again because you're unlocking the next levels of education and you're getting the resale rights to now put that on your website. Does that make sense? So yes, you would just pay the $600 difference, but you will have to pay that $39 admin fee again, okay? Okay, so, okay, Jessica says, just started. Okay, good, Sammy, I'm so glad. Just started, and okay, so remember what Bethany said. We all started at 0. None of us had a testimony to start. Like, before I made, my first $5,000 month, I certainly wasn't creating content saying, hey, I'm making thousands and thousands of dollars. Everybody starts at 0. So the way that I would create content, if you were brand new and you haven't made a sell yet, first of all, you have to know this works. You have to know that in your mind. You have to know it in your heart, in your chest, in your soul, because it does. Right? Like, you can go and look into the community and see all of the people that are having success with this. And that should be enough to tell you that this works. You should be so confident that you have what your customer needs to solve their problems. And you don't have to fake anything. Remember, I told you, we're not telling you to fake anything. We're telling you to tell the truth. This is what you need if you want to learn how to have $900 days. You create content that talks like that. Okay. How can I apply for the 0 down payment? You will just apply either through Afterpay, Klarna, Affirm, or Sezzle. So get back with whoever invited you to this. Ask them for those payment plans. I believe it's Affirm and Sezzle are the ones that are most likely, in my experience, that are most likely to approve people at 0 down. And it's kind of just dependent on your credit. Okay. You guys are so great. Does anybody have any specific questions? How do the free ads work? How will I know where to post them and how to create them? Oh, that's so good. Bethany, do you want to chat about the free ads?
Yep, I can do that. Hmm. So when I started, there's a lot of people that don't do the free ads, but I did do them when I started because when I started, what they're teaching you in it was like you had to hit 1,000 followers, of course, on TikTok before you could go live. So I didn't hit 1,000 followers on TikTok until almost 4 weeks in. So I had a whole extra 30 minutes to an hour each day that I was spending on posting those free ads. So the way the free ads work is they're going to give you the ads. You're just going to highlight, copy, and paste that. They give you 200 free websites to post on. Okay. And on these websites, it is literally like you can go pick the country, the state, the town, wherever you want to post them to, and you paste all the stuff in there, and you post that, and those go out there, and they're out there, I think, for like a month or whatever. But you go post to the same one every single day, and it walks you through it step by step in all of our training videos. These videos, you guys, I call it digital marketing for dummies because I came here, I didn't know nothing. Okay. I didn't know what to do, anything. And it walks you through it, a 3-minute video, a 5-minute video. And it is literally your computer screen, the way it should look. And she's walking you through it with a mouse, showing you and telling you what to do. All right. So it will tell you where to post them and how to create them and everything. We also use ChatGPT a lot here in the community. They, in the trainings and everything, they'll show you how to use that as well, on just putting your stuff in there. And that can help you write the ads and everything as well. But there's so many different websites on there to choose from. And anytime you have questions, we of course are here. Okay. But let's just say we are unplugged. We're at our kid's birthday party or something. All right. And you message us and you're like, it's been 5 minutes, Bethany. Why haven't you replied yet? You go into the community and you can always ask in the community too. Okay. There's a lot of people in our community that came here and the person they bought from doesn't even do this anymore. Okay. They left them high and dry. And I think that is the most wrong thing you could ever possibly do because I've had it happen to me, not in this community, but I've had it happen in other things. And I know how hurtful that is. So I have always come here with treat others as you want to be treated. And our community, you guys, is you can't compete with us because we want you to win too. Thousands of people in this community. Ashley talked about how we make 100% profit. I have one person in a community. How many do we have now? Over 53,000 people in our community. One person has made money off of me. The girl I scrolled across and bought from. And she made $900 off of me. Our community gets that $39. That's how our tech runs. That's how the community stays functioning and all those different things. Okay. And I've made over 41,000 and she's never seen another penny from me. And neither has anybody else. Yet they're all there when you post a win or when you post a question. Boom, 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 boom. You're getting tons of answers, tons of congratulations, and all the different things. You are not going to be left alone here. There's going to be so much love, support, encouragement. And that was unlike anything I had ever been a part of. And I give so much of my success credit to this community because of those things. So everything that you need for those ads and everything is all going to be in your training.
And like Tamara says, I started posting wins from the community and from Ashley. You guys can, like, it doesn't matter if you buy from me, if you buy from Bethany, from Tamara, from Jeremiah, from Logan, from the other Ashley, it doesn't matter who you buy from. You can use our stories and say, hey, my friend Logan, it's so cool because he was just traveling. He was on an airplane and made $900. My friend Logan is a blue collar dad and he's able to do this. Yeah, I love Logan's story. It's so good. My friend Tim is a grandpa in California and he goes golfing every single day and he's made over $400,000 doing this. You guys are able to use those same wins, those same testimonies. And I think you should, honestly, even if you are making sales, because it shows that people in all different walks of life are able to do this, which is really, really helpful from the outsiders looking in and questioning if this is a good fit for them. So y'all, do you guys have any questions, rapid fire questions? I do want to say something. We do something called a live special while we are live right now. Get back to whoever you purchased from. Drop me the word me in the comments, just so we can give you like a shout out, a little bit of an applause. If you are ready to get started, what I want you to do next is to get back with whoever it was that invited you here. Tell them you're ready. Get that link from them. Ask them for the payment plans if that's something you need. While we do these webinars, we do a webinar special. So we offer to pay that $39 admin fee for you. We reimburse that for you. That is only at the legacy level, which is at that Big Daddy, that $900 level. So if you get started here, that is going, whoever you purchase from is going to reimburse you your that admin fee if you get started today. Okay. Any questions? No questions? I don't see any. Going once, going twice. Good question on the upgrade. That is one I have on my frequently asked questions. The other question that I just want to answer really quick, I don't see it here, but it's asked frequently, is how do taxes work? You just get a 1099 at the end of the year. It's super simple. It would be the same as if you were like an independent contractor, like a stylist or like a DoorDash or Uber Eats or something like that. So anything else? Bethany, are we good? Any questions? Anything you want to add? You guys, I'm so excited for you. For anybody who is ready to jump in. Ashley, oh yes, girl, you can write off so many things. Okay, when we were talking about making content, right? Do you guys realize, again, just like how you are already doing digital marketing, you are already doing things that you can turn into content. You really don't even have to change up your life. You don't have to become this perfectly polished influencer. Bethany just did some the other day. They got a milk cow and she's like straining milk and turning it into creating content. I all the time like set up my phone while I am like washing dishes. Okay. I do it while I'm folding laundry, while I'm walking to my car to buckle kids in, right? Whatever you're already doing, like legit brushing your teeth is content. Blow drying your hair is content. Putting on mascara, right? Eating your lunch is content. You can turn that into a 10-second piece of content that can generate you a $900 sale from a product that you don't have to create. And when you just like accept that and accept how simple that is and stop overcomplicating it, big things can happen. So Ashley says you can write off so many things. I went to, this is kind of unrelated, but I went to Malibu last summer, actually a year ago this month, for some mindset training, and it was amazing. Like seriously changed my life. But while I was there, first off, I wrote off so much of that trip because I use that mindset for my business. I coach on mindset for the people that purchase from me. But I went horseback riding, and while I was on a horse in the mountains of Malibu, I pulled out my phone and took a 7-second video of me riding a horse, and then I put my phone away, and then I wrote off my horse riding truck because I created content while I was doing that. Facial, teeth whitening, cell phone bill, internet bill, a portion of your rent. Yes, absolutely. Like so much. All right, you guys, get back with whoever invited you to this. I cannot wait to see your names and faces joining us in the community and having success and sharing this as well. I hope you guys have a fantastic evening. I'll chat with y'all later. Bye, everyone. See ya.